Hello again, this is DionysusHimself. Last video was a little short and light because I wanted to push all of the introduction and reintroduction into a separate video. So, once again, my name is Dion. I go by he, him pronouns, or ze, them if you're feeling a little ambitious. At the moment of recording this, I am in my mid-20s. I'm a Libra Sun, Gemini Moon, Capricorn Rising. I am an artist. I'm a writer. I read tarot and oracle cards. I study astrology. I play a variety of video games. And I love to talk. And honestly, I'm near constantly finding new and exciting things to add to my interests. And that's why I felt like I needed to alter my online persona once again. I know, again. I hated having a YouTube channel that couldn't evolve with me, and locking myself into one form of expression was essentially shutting out pieces of myself. DionysusHimself is a love letter to all the parts of me that I hid away in an attempt to be more relatable, more marketable, more consumable. I feel like I've been doing that for a long time, like tailoring myself to fit everyone else's needs, and I don't know, this time I'm gonna stop ignoring my own needs. But I've sort of digressed from my original goal for this video, which is really just to give you a small taste of who I am. I've been sarcasm to sickness before, but eventually I came to realize that that identity was born from a need to protect myself. I came up with that as a teenager when I was being bullied and found that replying in a cruel or aloof manner made me less of a target, made me less fun to pick on. Sarcasm felt like a sickness in my body because it was foreign to me and really it was merely a defense mechanism. Then I was Cosmicat, and I believe that stemmed from a desire to exist solely as the content I produced. During this period, I made less of the videos that people knew me for and more videos revolving exclusively around my story ideas and characters. And honestly, if I'm really thinking about it, Cosmicat in and of itself was a persona and was a character. I no longer really felt comfortable as myself, and I was attempting really to become like a brand. So I kind of want to bring back a more human element to my content. I want to be able to upload whatever I need to. I know that on your screens, I'll never truly be a three-dimensional person, but I'd like to strive for authenticity at the very least. I am a whole person behind this camera. I guess ultimately it's very difficult to capture the essence of a person in words or even in pictures. I suppose people are an experience, and that experience will vary from person to person. So I hope that your experience of me will be good and positive, but I know that for some it'll be bad. All that I ask is that when that experience becomes more bad than good, you excuse yourself from me and seek out someone who more aligns with you and your desired existence. I guess for those of you who have been waiting for me to come back, I kind of do want to offer an explanation for that. I originally was really hoping that I would be able to find the energy and find the motivation to really start dedicating myself to YouTube again. And the issue with that was that I simply didn't have that energy. I was really hoping that I would be able to find it again because I switched from night shift, which was exhausting, to day shift at my old job, and it was less hours, it was less taxing mentally, but ultimately I still found it hard to really conjure up that energy and that motivation to really like dedicate myself to really anything, honestly. But especially like something that takes so much creative energy as YouTube and drawing and stuff like that. The reason that I'm able to come back now and the reason that I'm really feeling like I'm going to be able to give this an honest try is that now I am at a different job that is literally like at an art school. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you where exactly I'm at. For one, I don't want to be a representative of that. And two, I don't want you guys knowing where I'm at, like physically in the world, like exactly like being able to pinpoint it. But but I am in an environment now which is very literally more aligned with the things that I care about in life. And I'm in an environment that requires less of me mentally. Like working at a school is not obviously like less challenging in any way. It definitely is I've got to be on the ball, I've got to be very focused, and I need to be knowledgeable about what it is that I'm talking about to people. However, it is a lot less taxing than waiting tables and talking to people about things that I do not care about all day long and pretending that I do care. Oh, trust me, I care so much that you decided that you wanted a waffle instead of eggs. Care so much. It's great. Great. So honestly, it's just so much, it's a lot better of an environment. It also is less hours. And I know that can be, it's a little concerning as far as finances, but less hours does mean more energy and more time for stuff that actually matters to me, for stuff that I care about, for stuff that I want to do extracurricular outside of work. I can actually have a life outside of work, and I am so happy about that, honestly. As you can see, I moved into a new place as well. I had kind of expected to be able to come back to YouTube a little bit sooner than that, or than this, excuse me, because of the new environment, but it has been a bit of a, not necessarily rough going, but it's been a slow process, making sure everything's all set up. It still isn't all set up, but I am trying my best. And it's also been a process of deciding how I wanted to come back. Obviously, I've already spoken about that. And really, it's a lot better of an environment for me all around, just entirely. I'm also not living on the first floor of my parents' house where the sun doesn't shine ever. There's actually light in this room, which is fantastic. It's very, very literally physically a better environment for me for recording. I actually do want to eventually upgrade some of my setup. I really feel like I need a better microphone than this. This one's fine, it works, but I'd really like to have the Blue Spark. I missed that. That was such a good one. The camera's good though. I'm really happy about the camera, and I'm glad I'm actually going to be making some real use of it. But yeah, so I don't know if I really want to say I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to disappoint anybody about, okay, I am sorry for making promises and not fulfilling them. That is entirely my bad. I thought I could do it and I couldn't. And instead of apologizing a bajillion times, I really just kind of want to move forward from here. And I'm not going to try to make any promises. I'm just going to try my best. And that's really all that I can do, is just try my best. And I just want a new start altogether. But I didn't want to delete all of my old videos, so it's still going to be on the same channel. You can literally see Sarcasm the Sickness videos, Cosmic Cat videos, and now DionysusHimself videos, which is going to be an interesting little thing in the future, looking back at that and being like, wow, it's like all three things all together. Fantastic. But yeah, I miss this. I miss being able to sit in front of the camera and talk to you guys. And so I want to be doing a lot more of that, honestly. So if you guys like hearing me talk, well, you are in for a treat. So, yeah, that's really about it. Like I said, I can't really promise you exactly what I'm gonna put on this channel, but I want to really make it a mix of things. I want to show you guys, like, more drawings. I want to show you guys more writing. Maybe I'll read some excerpts from stuff that I'm writing. I want to, like I said, I want to talk to you guys more because I've got so much more free time. It gives me a lot more time to really focus on these things and what it is I want to talk about and what it is that matters to me. And since it's been so long since I've been on YouTube, I have a lot more fresh ideas than I did before. Whereas before I really felt like I was running out of things to speak about. But now everything has really changed for me. And my ideas of the world are a lot different. I mean, they're essentially the same, but they're more, I don't want to like humble brag and say like, oh, they're evolved, like I've evolved as a person, but it's different. There's more layers to it. Everything's become more complex for me. And I'd like to speak on that. I really would. And I want to talk to you guys about, like, tarot. This is something that I've really gotten into that has been really helpful for me, honestly, and also enlightening in a big way. And I want to talk to you guys about really just a lot of stuff. I mean, astrology is probably the other thing I really want to talk about. But I do want to eventually, like, get back into, like, video games on the channel, too. I don't know exactly what I'll play. I'm not going to promise anything. I don't think it's going to be Ark, alright? For anybody who is following me for that, I don't think it's going to be that. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, that's really all I wanted to say, I guess. I ended up kind of going off on a tangent there. Blame my Gemini moon. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who watched this all the way to the end, or even skipped parts and kind of found their way over here. It's fine. I get it. I talk a lot. But really, no matter what happens, I do honestly thank everybody who gives me and Dionysus himself an honest try. And I hope to see you back here soon.